Hi, Mark here, the developer of MyCurator. After you've installed MyCurator, like any other plugin, you'll see a new menu item for MyCurator on your dashboard. Just click that, you'll come to our dashboard. First thing to do is paste in that API key we sent you by email. And click Validate and Get Plan. It'll check with our cloud service to make sure that you're all set to go, and also check all the components to make sure they're set to go. Now we're going to set up our first topic and sources. We're going to do one on, we'll say, alternate energy. So I'm going to type in a name for this topic here, alternate energy. The first thing I'm going to put in are my topic search one keywords. Every one of these words has to be in the article. So I'm just going to use one, energy. The more you use here, the fewer articles you're probably going to get because everyone has to be there. The second box is for more discriminatory keywords. What type of energy do I want? Well, I'm going to look for solar, wind, battery. Notice I'm using spaces to separate. I can also put a phrase in using quotes. And both of those terms, fuel cell, have to be in the word and have to be together. So now I'm ready to go with that. Now I'm going to choose when I curate articles, what category do they go to on my public WordPress blog? If I have a bunch of them, I can choose which one. I already have a category called alternate energy. So I choose that and just create the topic. So at this point, we're all set up. Our setup checklist is all good with a green thumbs up. And MyCurator is going to go out in about 5 minutes and check for new articles. What we've done with that setup wizard is, first of all, if you go to our sources menu item, we created 2 new sources, a Bing search on energy and a Google News search on energy. You can also go and find your own sources. Sources are just RSS feeds, and our Source It tool down here in the menu will allow you to go and find and capture sources right into this list. You can also create more like Google Alerts and maybe Twitter searches, a lot of things here. And if you go to that page, you'll get a nice video on it as well as our Source It tool. The other thing we've done is create a topic. The topic tells MyCurator what to look for. Remember, we created that alt energy topic. Here's our keywords, and there's a bunch of information in here that you can add to. Notice down at the bottom, we connected our sources with our topic. So that tells MyCurator that all those sources we created are going to feed articles into this topic. And there's again a little video here to tell you about all the different fields. So after MyCurator runs, we'll just click on the dashboard to refresh. So MyCurator has found about 14 articles and requested 16 more from our cloud service. What we'll do is go to this new menu item up here, Training Posts. That's where MyCurator puts articles that it's found. And all we have to do, we'll see a whole list of articles with pictures and excerpts. We're just going to click on the title and we can review the full page of the article in a nice readable format. Our training feature lets us tell MyCurator what our type of articles we like. Here's an interesting one on alternate energy. We just click the green thumbs up and I've told MyCurator I like that. Here's another one that I like. This one is more about electric power. I'm going to say I don't like that, so I'll click the red thumbs down. And it takes that article away. The ones that I trained as good are now called good over here. The training helps is I can find, MyCurator will classify articles as they come in the future, telling me which ones are good, which match the ones I've found before that I liked. Now to quickly curate an article, let's say I want to curate this one, I just click on the Make Live tag down here. And I'm put into the WordPress editor. I've got my nice excerpt, which I'm going to replace. So I'm going to highlight that. Here's my link to the original page. And here's the article down in this saved page below the Edit tab. So this is a nice little meta box where I have the article. And notice that the article, the paragraphs highlight. And I can put a paragraph into my editor just by clicking on it. So I'm just going to click on that one and that one. And now when I go back up, look at that. There they are, posted right into the article. Next thing to do would be to go up here I'm going to say this isn't quoted, and I would add in my own comments. I have a featured image here. If there were other pictures in here, I could just click on the image and make it a featured image, or I could even insert it into the article. I'll just cancel out of that. When I'm all done, I've got a great article. Hopefully you'll write a little more about it, and then just click publish. I've curated my first article. Thanks.